NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the boys just ahead on EA Sports.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. Two-time Pro Bowler.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it was even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Dalton Schultz really built out 2020 when he seized the Cowboys' starting job in 2021. 78 catches were 3rd in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man layup. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Second down and goal. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Elliott diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
13 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Brady now to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. Now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On play action, it's Brady. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Russell Gage, 40 yards. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. But these two teams were also the two. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Shaq Barrett's motor just keeps on running in Tampa Bay. Another 10 sacks for him in 2021. He's up to 37 in 3 seasons with the Buccaneers.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. The 50-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Bernard. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after 1st down.
Got 7 yards 1st down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Throwing now is Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Inside give to Elliott. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Washington's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 32 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
10 yards. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Inside handoff now to Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 38, Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Brady now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 31 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point try now for Suckup. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. And the football has not touched the ground yet. He's 10 of 10, including the touchdown on the last drive as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's going to launch it for Washington. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary of the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, a dump off to Allen. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Brady now on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Evans.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Did a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Brady to throw again. On the screen, Bernard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Suckup for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. First down, Prescott. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge is a successful one. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And our statisticians gone through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Carr now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the 1st half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the 1st half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. This time he uses quickness to make a play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Elliott. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
A broken foot limited DeMarcus Lawrence to 7 games last season and only 3 sacks. And the Cowboys, they need him to get back to his Pro Bowl form. At one point in his career, he had 25 sacks in a span of 2 seasons.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A draw play. Bernard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And break, the tight end's got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Here's Brady to throw. Evans has it left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there, 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. Looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Again, they'll throw with Brady. On the screen, Bernard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Micah Parsons was drafted as an off-the-ball linebacker, but the Cowboys discovered he might be pretty good at this pass rusher thing as well. 13 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and unanimously won the Rookie of the Year on the defensive side of the ball.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up in a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The give is to Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Final minute now in the third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he right went in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And that's an offensive line you and I can play behind. How about the amount of time they gave their guy to scan the field and find someone open? Had all night, and in a game like this, probably should just put a spotlight on them instead of the quarterback.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That should be a reminder defensively. I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd down. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Inside give to Elliott. Pushes him over. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 71 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the 31, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. This is Elliott. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Elliott saw the fewest carries of his career in 2021, but that didn't stop him from still going across 1,000 yards for the 4th time and finishing top 10 in the league in both yards and touchdowns. Another productive season from one of the league's best backs.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Pollard going to try the right side. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds, that's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
He's got his man, it's Gallup. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second and goal, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
To throw, Prescott. Finding Washington.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Second and 6. Prescott.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's Prescott.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Here's Dak.
Flushed out right. That's caught. It's James Washington. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take in a minute. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here's Brady and the Bucs.
Down by 7, 56 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
throw. Connecting with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And quickly another first down, but tackled inbounds. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.